Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting, here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente, and here is some of today's trends in the news. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday and other holiday that you may observe. And we're back today with more of what's going on in the world and how you're getting shafted and what you can do to prevent it. So, the big shaft. Nice Christmas present yesterday was delivered by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over there in Israel. You know what he did, don't you? Israel approves another 1,200 settlement units around Jerusalem. Now brings the total to 5,500 in just 1 week. Yeah, settlement units, housing developments. They get to steal all the land they want. They are the chosen people, and they're chosen to steal what they like and get away with it. Hey, you Hamas, don't fight back. You Palestinians, don't fight back. Netanyahu says that that land has been, Jerusalem's been theirs for 3,000 years. Hey, weren't the Romans there a real long time? Geez, weren't the Arabs there for about 1,500 years? Oh no, it says in the Bible, every nation in the United Nations virtually condemned Israel for this action, except one. You know who it was? The United States. That's right. Everybody else condemned them, but not the good old USA. Oh, and we send billions of dollars there as well. Yes. Merry Christmas. Santa came to Jerusalem. He gave Israel all that land to steal and put up more housing developments. No more settlement talk. You know what settlements are?
Warning, warning, bullshit alert.
That's right. They're not settlements. And the prostitute should stop calling them that. If anybody else does what Israel does, the United States would bomb them. We give them our dough. And why does the United States support them? Because the United States is just as immoral. Here, check this one out, all you Obama apologists. U.S. carried out 333 drone strikes in Afghanistan this year alone, more than the entire drone strikes in Pakistan over the past 8 years combined. The statistics published by the U.S. Air Force show that there were 333 drone strikes in 2012, up from 294 in the previous year and 278 in 2010. That's 33 drone strikes per month. That's right. Oh, and they all killed suspected militants. Yeah. Any of those little kids get killed picking up firewood, they don't count. But they don't show that, do they? No. Culture of violence, wonder where it comes from. Netanyahu. I'm not interested in what Yuen says about settlement construction. That's right. Two criminal operations work well together, don't they? That's from Haaretz, that Israeli newspaper. I'm not making it up. Call them anti-Semites. We live in a Jewish state, and Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. The Western Wall is not occupied territory. We will build in Jerusalem because this is our right. What the UN says doesn't interest me. That's right. I'm above the law. I'm a chosen person. Yeah, just like them banksters, right? Them is chosen too. That's right. When you're in the criminal mafia, you can do what you want. It's a free ride. Free ride, but there's a bad ending to it. Global currency tensions rise. That's right. Criminality has its day. Japan's Abe calls on central banks to resist easing moves by U.S. and Europe. Incoming Prime Minister fired a volley into increasingly tense global currency markets, saying the country must defend itself against attempts by other governments to devalue their currencies by ensuring the yen's weakness as well. Mr. Abe said that Japan's central banks must resist what he described as moves by the U.S. and Europe to cheapen their currency. Central banks around the world are printing money, supporting their economies, and increasing exports. America is a prime example of corruption, thievery at every level. Yeah, and screw the people in the meantime, because the more money they print, the less your currency is worth. Gold prices, well, they're still down, up a little bit today. It's $16.68. Market's up a little bit, so is oil. Oil's probably going up because tensions are rising in the Middle East. You can't keep stealing all this land and getting away with it. Syria's erupting. It's only getting worse over there. Remember what I said. The panic of '08, the Great Depression, currency wars, trade wars, world war. The currency wars are in front of everybody's eyes. Remember, Montega from Brazil said it first. The outgoing head of the Bank of England, Mervyn King, was in New York a few weeks ago. He said currency wars are going on. And now the Japanese, that's right, building up their fleets. And they say currency wars are heating up as well. We got trade wars, the trade wars, yeah, here they are. Mexico finds unlikely allies in trade fight. Yeah, they don't like NAFTA no more. That's right, they're getting screwed by it and they want changes. And I love this quote. This shows you what it's all about. It's about tomatoes in this one. NutraSweet Limited, which is based in San Antonio, grows cherry and grape tomatoes under 1,200 acres of greenhouses in Mexico for the American market. Employs 5,000 people. 5,000. Yeah, they're all in Mexico, only 100 in the States. We couldn't survive without NAFTA, says Brian Ambling, the company's CEO. Mr. Ambling said that Mexico grows tomatoes were more competitive because of lower labor costs. Geez, a son of a gun. Quote, here we went and signed an agreement called NAFTA, and now we're going to go and wave our finger in one industry where Mexico has superiority? Mr. McClung said that even though Texas lost much of its commercial fresh tomato industry 10 years ago, quote, we can do quite nicely importing Mexico tomatoes. He acknowledged that growers in Florida and elsewhere were going slowly under, quote, but he added, my job is to protect Texas importers. That's his job, to protect Texas importers. Screw everybody else. This McClung guy, he works for that NutraSweet group. So that's it. They're selling us out at every level. The trade wars, currency wars, world wars, and talking about more wars. The Egyptian opposition is gearing up now to fight the Constitution as it passed. And there's a great quote here, that the biggest problem of this Constitution is what we wrote in the Trends Journal. You read history before it happened in the autumn edition. This is from the International Institute of Democracy and Electoral Assistance. That the biggest problem of the Constitution is that it protects the Egyptian military from legal and parliamentary oversight, engraving its autonomy in the Constitution. Leaders of the Muslim Brotherhood have said privately for months that they were willing to provide the military such constitutional protections in order to ease the transition of power from the generals who assumed control from Mubarak. So there you have it. FBI counterterrorism agents monitored Occupy movement. Yes, yes, the FBI was on the job stopping these protesters from protesting too much. Heil Obama! We're starting off the new year on the right track. Will he sign the new National Defense Authorization Act? We'll see. Couple of days left. He'll either sign that or go over the fiscal cliff, or maybe both. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news.
Hey, Lord, me child, I got some knowledge for you this morning. Pay attention, child. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend if you have some money to spend. They will come from near and far, drink rum and smoke your cigar. When the wolf is at your door, you won't see your friends anymore. They'll be there when things are nice, to eat up all your peas and rice. But when all your money's gone, you'll face the wolf alone. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend if you have some money to spend. If you start a bank account, when it reach a large amount, every night you go to bed, you don't have to worry your head. But if you ain't got a buck, brother, you're out of luck. Asking friends would be no use, they sure will have an excuse. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend if you have some money to spend. If you're broke and badly bent, not a cent to pay your rent, landlord have no use for talk, he'll put you on the sidewalk. When you're standing in the street, worrying about good things to eat, your so-called friends will pass you by, walking on the other side. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend if you have some money to spend. If you're rich and ugly too, pretty gals will fall for you. But if you're poor and ugly too, a dog is better than you. So every time you get your pay, put aside for rainy day. Just like a dog preserves a bone, bless the child and has his own. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend. You will always have a friend if you have some money to spend.